Hi, everyone, and welcome to TWF Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon, here with Max Agora and with Corey Graves. And here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw, we're gonna have Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, Jesus, the Son of God, the King of Kings, the Kaiser of Kaiser, the Earls of Earls, the Lords of Lords, the Kinglings of Kinglings. He'll be here today on Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw. Well, Max Agora said, I'm glad to be back here doing Raw now. I'll be doing Power and I'll be doing Raw. So I'm happy to hear I'll be doing both those shows. Oh, yeah. Corey Graves said, because we know, Max Agora, you're not any more irksome than either Elois or Edward Collins or Xander Harris or anyone else we had, either being Autolycus, either being Matthias, the Scorpion King, or being Conan a Barbarian, just to name a few folks that I had to work with before that. Would you stop that, Corey Gray? Would you stop already saying Max Agora is going to be irksome like all those other folks that we worked with over the years? Already starting hang-ups. Hi, I'm Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, Jesus Son of God, the King of Kings, the Kaiser Kaiser, the Lord of Lords, the Earls of Earls, the Kinglings of Kinglings, and I'm Xena, Fighter Queenling, also known as Xena Pat. Whoa, I can't stand up in this ring. I own this ring and I can't stand up in it. And first off, you might ask me, why am I here? Why am I on here? Why am I with Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, Jesus the Son of God, the King of Kings, the Kaiser of Kaisers, the Earl of Earls, the Lord of Lords, the Kinglings of Kinglings? Well, I'll tell you why, Xena said, because a long time ago, once Xena said, I became a Christ follower, or a Jesus follower. I took God and Jesus, and I got love and forgiveness through Jesus, and for forever life, and for love and forgiveness and forever life through God, through Jesus and His death and His blood. You see, God gave Jesus here to us as a gift to all mankind and all womankind, a gift to free us from sin. You see, since we sin, the handicap for sin is to die. God so loved the world, so loved mankind and womankind, gave us a gift. That gift was Jesus. Jesus would free us from sin. He would give us forgiveness and love. By Jesus here, dying on the board, and through His death, through His love, through His forgiveness, we got forever life through God. Since God loved us so much, God loved us and forgave us and gave us forever life through the death of His beloved and holy Son, Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer. For those who believe in Him, they have already been. For those who believe, for those who do not believe, they all been healed, all been freed. Well, Xena, thank you for coming here today. And I'll tell you what, Xena says. When I first met you so many years ago over in whatever, India, well, that's a borrowed word, so I don't know what the English word for that land would be. When me and Gabrielle first met you, we didn't know that you were the Son of God, that you were the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Earl of Earls, the Kaiser of Kaisers, the Healer and the Freer. But thank you for being my Lord and my Freer and my Healer. Thank you for dying for my sins so I could get love and forgiveness and forever life through God, through you dying. Thank you to God for doing that, and thank you, Jesus, for going through with that. And I love you and I worship you, God, and you too, Jesus. Well, Xena, you are welcome. And I am thankful that a lot of folks out there know, I'm thankful a lot of folks out there know the word. And I am thankful that a lot of folks out there know my word. And the sad thing is, Xena says, I can't even stand in my own ring. And I've owned this ring since 27 between YL. And I can't stand in it, which is sad. And my flying ring won't keep in my hand, which is also sad. But anyway, Jesus, I want to say thank you for coming here today. Thank you for being on my show. You're welcome, Xena. You are welcome. Whoa. There was already, Xena almost had a meeting of the minds. And that meeting would have not gone down well. If that would have happened. Gorilla Monsoon says. So the owner Xena was here. We haven't seen her. She has not been on a TWF show. She hasn't been on one of our shows, I would say, in some time, Gorilla Monsoon said. I would say so too, Max Agora says. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know. It's good to see Jesus. Oh yeah, Corey Graves said, it's good to see Jesus, Son of God. Don't get me wrong, that's good and all. But anytime our owner Xena shows up, it's never anything good, you know. No good never comes out of it. Well, oh no, guess who just came in the ring now? It's Kenny Omega came walking into the ring. I can't stand up. So, I know some of you folks out here are probably wondering, why are we doing here? You know, what is our whole sake or why for being here? And why I can't stand up without a stand, I don't understand that. Well, you see, why I'm doing here is that I think that I should be the one who's going to beat Roman Reigns and become the TWF World Heavyweight Fighter. Not to be misled with the TWF Heavyweight winnings. You know, there's the TWF Heavyweight winnings held by Big E Langston. There's the World Heavyweight winnings held by Roman Reigns, which at the end of the day will be mine by December. So, I happen to meet someone who thinks they're all that. Someone who truly thinks they're more greater than me. Oh, well, besides Roman Reigns, that would be, that would be me. Ain't that right, Kenny Omega? We never met, Seth Rollins says. We never met. I mean, I know you think you call yourself the Gatherer. You think you're the big shit. You know, you're one of the underrunning force-sitters of AEW. Who everyone says you're great and all. But you're not as great as me. I mean, when you stop to think of it, Kenny Omega, you're not any more greater than I am. I'm more greater than you. Let's see, Kenny Omega. I'm a former FCW heavyweight fighter. Yeah, haha. I'm a former WWE NXT heavyweight fighter. I'm a 2-time WWE heavyweight fighter. A 2-time world heavyweight fighter. Well, you, haven't really done that much good in your life, have you? Well, let's see. Well, I know I'm a former AEW heavyweight fighter. I'm the former IW heavyweight fighter. And I know that I'm the former AAA heavyweight fighter. And I'm the former NJPW heavyweight fighter. So I think and a former IWA fighter. So I think I won a lot more winnings than you did. Oh, is that right, huh? Well, no one onlooks you. I mean, you're the man who couldn't cut it in WWE, right? You couldn't cut it in WWE. And everyone on the interweb loves you. Even that, what's his name? David Meltzer, who talks about how you're the greatest of all the wrestlers. And you were so great, and you were going to be AEW's offshoot of Roman Reigns. Only a hang-up happened. You got wounded. No, first you lost the IW heavyweight winnings to Christian Cage. Then you lost AEW heavyweight winnings to Adam Page, whoever he is. And then I'm sure you're going to have to give up the AAA heavyweight winnings, the NJPW heavyweight winnings. Can't call yourself the Gabber anymore. You'll never be the WWE heavyweight fighter. You'll never be the World Heavyweight fighter. Well, that might be true. That I didn't quite make it in WWE. I know that's my mistake. But I know, Seth Rollins, you'll never be the IW heavyweight fighter. You'll never be the AEW heavyweight fighter, or AAA heavyweight fighter, or NJPW heavyweight fighter. And no one will never unlook you as much as they unlook me. That's right, the Jackal says. Kenny Omega has more onlook from the wrestling followers than you ever will have, Seth Rollins. And soon, Seth Rollins, he will be the world heavyweight fighter in the TWF when he beats that so-called kin leader, head of board, overlord, King Kaiser, world heavyweight fighter, Roman Reigns. And I got a winner. The Jackal says. Hey, I'll tell you right now, Astronema says, the owner, Xena, was in the house. But now I'm in the house and now I got the oversight. So, we're not going to start this show with some kind of bullshit, things that you folks like to do all the time. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's the way it's going to go, Seth. I want to see myself. Or are you in the way, Kenny? I don't care. So the way it's going to look like here is today you're going to fight Kenny Omega. And this whole bullshit over, who's the greater wrestler? Who is David Meltzer's beloved? I don't really truly care about who David Meltzer likes and does not like. David Meltzer might give this fight 1 star because, it just is what it is. But I don't really care. But today, Seth Rollins, you're going to be fighting Kenny Omega. The way I look at it, Ecliptor says, you're going to have a lot of fun, Seth Rollins. Put your gout where your mouth is then, right? Today, now. Yeah. Bye, Astronema says. Bye, Ecliptor says. The Jackal is in the Jackal, or the Cyrus, or Don Covens is in the Jackal is in Kenny Omega's side as his Fordman and his Fordman or the overseer, and Seth Rollins going right after Kenny Omega, and a body slam, and another body slam, and a drop kick. Well, I'm going to tell you right, Girl Monsoon said, I'll tell you right now, Corey Graves said, don't let Kenny Omega lie to you. He's not from Anland. He's from the settled land. He might bullshit everyone into thinking he's from Anland, but he's from the settled land. And now Seth Rollins. Well, everyone, Corey Graves says, don't lie to you. He's from the settled land, not from Dawn land. And everyone loves him because David Meltzer loves him. or onlooks him, or whatever the grounds might be. Would you stop with that, Corey Graves? We all know Kenny Omega is from the settled land. We know he's not from Dawn Land. And if David Meltzer likes him or not, I don't really care, because I think he's a good wrestler. Gorilla Monsoon said, yeah. Max Agora said, Kenny Omega, he is from the settled land. That's true. He didn't bullshit and say from Dawn Land, but he's won a lot more winnings in many other wrestling businesses than Seth Rollins. I mean, he was the AEW heavyweight fighter, the IW heavyweight fighter, AAA heavyweight fighter, and NJPW heavyweight fighter. Kenny Omega knocks him down. Max Agora said, who really cares about the AEW, IW, AAA, NJPW heavyweight winnings anyway? Kenny Omega wanted to curse stomp Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins got away of it. And Seth Rollins just is getting out of the ring now, and Seth Rollins had enough. I think Seth Rollins wants to get tracked out here. Come on. And Kenny Omega is going to get a win by track out here, Gorilla Monsoon says. Well, that's good for him. That's good for Seth Rollins. He'll need to deal with this shit. But the Jackal not letting Seth Rollins get out of here, and Seth Rollins says, oh well. Yeah, well, they just took the same body. I wasn't leaving anyway. Kenny Omega took him down. Seth Rollins, 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Kenny Omega. And now Kenny Omega has beat Seth Rollins here. He has beat Seth Rollins here on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Day Night Raw. And I'm sure Seth Rollins is not going to be happy with taking a loss. You know, with taking a loss to Kenny Omega. Gorilla Monsoon said, to be honest with you, I don't think anyone is happy with taking losses to Kenny Omega. He's not really that skilled a wrestler. You know, he couldn't make it in WWE. So, and he wants to say he's a shit because he won all these other heavyweight winnings in AAA and IW and AEW and NJPW. Who really cares, girl? Who really cares? Corey Graves said. No one cares about those heavyweight winnings. I tell you right now, Max Agora said, there are many folks out there that think those heavyweight winnings are as good as every other heavyweight winnings out there, Max Agora says. That's what I think, Corey Graves says. Well, Gorilla Monsoon said, some folks might not think highly of the IW, AEW, AAA, or NJPW heavyweight winnings, but for some folks who work there, for them, that's like the biggest winnings they can get. So you can stop that right now, Corey Graves, Gorilla Monsoon said. Michael Cole is going to be talking with the owner, Xena, here before we leave. Alright, Xena, head, why are you here? Well, Michael Cole, I am here since I just haven't shown up all year in the TWF. So I thought it was time for me to show up. Since I own the TWF and all, I thought that I should show up. Hell, if Vince McMahon shows up from time to time on WWE, I should show up. Because we all know Shao Kahn and Al Snow and Billy Corgan and Robert Black, you know, and Count Borner don't do that in their wrestling businesses. But Vince McMahon does from time to time, so I think in my mind I should do it. And I was here to hang out with Jesus the Healer, Jesus the Freer, the Son of God, and that's all I'm really here for. It's now I'm here, my flying ring isn't going to get stolen, isn't going to go missing, like Vince McMahon and his golden egg, what happened to him yesterday. And by the way, we still don't know who stole it, Xena says. Vince told me to keep a lookout for his golden egg, and I'm going to keep a lookout for that, Michael Cole. Well, thank you, Xena, for being here, talking with. That was my talk with Xena. Back to you, Gorilla Monsoon. Well, thank you, Michael Cole, for talking with Xena here on Monday Night Raw. It looks like it is all the time we got here for Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw. I am Gorilla Monsoon for Max Agora and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT 2.0.